on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Romo now on 2nd down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be 1st down Bears.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more important, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Romo now to throw it. He's got a man. It's Williams. And 12 yards that time and picking up the 1st.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Get ready.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down. Romo surveying the field. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal.
Get ready.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the luck? It's 3rd and goal. Third and long here. It's Romo. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And Novak's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here's the first carry for Matt Jones. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go now.
Cousins now on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
To throw is Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Cousins on 1st down. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a 1st quarter lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake, and it's Romo. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. And there, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He's got time. Josh Doxson's got it complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Third and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Fresh set of downs here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Cousins. Right side caught by Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Cousins again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Danny Trevathan in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, the advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
All right, here we go.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that brings up 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Redskins now, their defense coming back onto the field. They're hoping to do what they did last time, force another punt. Last time it resulted in a field goal. We'll see if they can get another stop here, though.
And the best defenses are in the business of preventing points and creating points. And that's exactly what these guys did on their last possession. Why? Because they got off the field on 3 and out, turned the ball over to their offense after the punt, and let them roll downfield, put the ball through the post for a field goal.
The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Bears are going to get a first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
False start, offense. Still 3rd down.
3rd down and 12. The low setback is Langford. They'll fake the give. Now Romo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Jackson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
When you got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. You got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tackles 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down, because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go.
2nd down, Cousins. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Romo. Caught right side, it's Jeffrey. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be a Chicago 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now Romo. It's grabbed over the middle by White. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Romo throwing again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. From the red zone now, Romo to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw. Romo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, here's Romo. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And tough starting field position here. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Over the middle to Garcon. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Final play of the half. Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Yeah, that's perfect. 2. Davis, deep. Hey, I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Cousins gives to Jones on the delay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd down and 4.
Brandon, the offensive line's been winning the battle at the point of attack throughout this game, but how about that stop by the defensive front? Maybe now they can gather themselves and start to change the momentum a little bit.
And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
On 2nd and 10, Romo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, Jeremy Langford. And he'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. With it is Jackson. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
He finds his target. It's Crowder. And a gain there of 11 yards.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
A play fake to Jones. Now Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So on 4th down, Cousins will head to the sideline and give way to Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Now Romo, and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. Boom. Still fighting, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Jeremy Butler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
All right, here we go.
Play fake. Cousins. He's got time in the pocket. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Play action now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And here come the Redskins now. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
2nd down, Cousins. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Fighting through. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the 1st down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they will take the lead at 13-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On 2nd down, here's Romo. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Get ready.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Romo. And brought in by the tight end Cook. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now Romo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
From the red zone now, Romo. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now Tony Romo on 1st down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Romo. Completes it to Lee. Oh, no, he lost the football. Into the Redskins have it, they do. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And this is one of those bang-bang plays. Charles did the knee.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He hits White, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now to the left, it's complete to Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. One man in the backfield, that's Jones. They'll throw again, Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Deep drop. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So 2nd and 10 here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And quickly, they get to the line. To the air again, it's Cousins. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Again, it's Cousins. Finding time. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and goal for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Cousins will try and throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He's got daylight. The 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bears defense now back onto the field. They're looking for one final stop here. Put this game on ice. What's the message from the defensive coordinator here?
Don't overthink it. You know what you have to do. Let's get this game over with and get to the locker room.
Yeah, that's the key, right? Just get it over quickly. They don't want to deal with any extra time.
You don't want any extra time. You don't want to do something out of the ordinary that gives them an opportunity and hope. Go out there and play the way you know how.
Crowder's got it over the middle. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be first down, Redskins.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Cousins. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And, Charles, in this situation, this is where the word miracle comes into play.
Have to score real fast. Maybe throw a jump ball in the end zone and hope for the best.
Throwing is Cousins. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Cousins. And the third down pass falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It'll go as a 9-yard loss on the play. In there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the
and hit it. Right trim, getting booked up in every city. Splash her with cash, had to spaz on the waiter. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire. We set the roof. We set the roof. We set the roof on fire.
Slow. So bad, swimming in my bed. Off with that, off with that. Young Slim, get it in my infrared. Come and hit the rain, I just lit the gas. Young wild winning, living fast. Stashing money in a brown paper bag. We set the roof on fire, then we flood it out. We just threw the money up, we ain't even count. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it in my speeder, girl, I'm nothing, messing up my speech. I'm $1 million player, baby, nothing's at my reach. I'm $1 million, like I hit the lottery. Splash her with cash, had to spaz on the waitress. She messed up my order 3 times in a row. I'm good on gas, I just filled up my tank. Now let's fill up her head and let's see if she goes.
We set the roof on fire. 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 We set the roof on fire.
Turn up. I'm breaking in. I'm at the pearly gates, but they won't let it in. I told the devil, I said, I'm trying to see.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
This is it. We're going for gold. No pressure, but this is it. We're going for gold.
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of the potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see See if you can find that next level.